Hi, I'm Joey Prey with the Prey Funeral Home in Charlotte, Michigan. I've got another question to answer for you. People ask us, how are you going to make my dad's funeral unique? Well, same way we'd make everybody else's funeral unique. Let's start with the nice things, the great things that they did. What things do you want them to be remembered for? Was it their hobbies, their fishing? Was it their compassionate way they dealt with their family? Was it the strong way they dealt with their family? Was it the fun things you did? Was it some of the hobbies he had? Was it his job? What are those things that make your father unique? We had one person that was a kid my age. He died unexpectedly. It was a tragedy. He was a friend of ours. And his family said, yeah, well, he was never married, but he was in a pool league, and a golf league, and a bowling league. We talked about a number of other things, but we focused in on those three things. I set up a bowling alley down the side of the chapel. We brought in my father's pool table. I don't own one. I had to go borrow Dad's. We set that up in the back of the chapel. And we set up a putting green up in the front by the casket. We had his putter there. We had guys that were putting, reliving some of the shots that he said were skill and they said were luck. We were shooting pool in the back of the chapel. Same idea. Oh man, he always made this shot and it was dumb luck every time. He said it was skill. But it generated the opportunity to talk about all those cool stories, all those great things that they remembered. Another fella was a train aficionado. I went down to the tracks, which are only a block away from the funeral home, and I recorded video of the trains coming by with the sound, the horns. And we used that in their memorial video. And we used that in the service. We started the service with the sign of the train approaching with the crossing bells. And we ended the service with the train headed out and the crossing bells quitting. Oh, we've used airplanes, flyovers, old cars, hot rods, horse and buggy, covered wagons. We had an entire covered wagon train for one service. Motorcycles, all kinds of things. There's all kinds of ideas that we use.